Hi dear, welcome back to my Android app development for kids. As I promised in my first part, today I'll be showing you how to program my game. Now you have to go to the blocks and then now I'll show you what all this means. So as soon as the game starts, that is when screen 1 is initialized. As you see, this is screen 1 in which everything is put. So when screen 1 is initialized, you can get that from here. If you just scroll down on your blocks over here, blocks, you have to go to screen and drag and drop this. You have to drag and drop that, and then you have to put and add items to list. So this is add items to list. So this is a global spawn points. So we have initialized we have used a code that creates a global variable and gives it the value of the attached blocks. So it says initialize global spawn points to create empty list. You have to name it. So you can name it anything you want. So then to get this, you have to go to variables and take this, name it as spawn points, and then create empty list. The create empty list can be found in lists. So then you have to add this piece of code. In the list, put get global spawn points, just drag and drop, and then in the items, to add items, just click on this setting button and then drag an item like this. The items will be all the names of the dots you have brought. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put a lot, so all of them. Yeah, of course, except the one in which the picture is, the duck. Just name it duck so you don't get confused. You don't get confused. So in the items, put all of these. Then you have to make a procedure. The procedure is called move duck. So in this, you have to make a procedure. Call it move duck. And when you go back to procedures, a new call will come. So I'll just delete this for now. And then once you get that, just put it underneath this. Then bring the move duck. In the move duck procedure, go to variables, take this initialize local and name it current spot. Name it current spot as I have done over here. And then pick a random item list. You will get this piece of code from lists. Then for this piece of code, you have to get it from here. This. This piece of code. Now you have to make another code which is duck. So you have to initialize local current spot to pick a random item list. The list is global spawn points, and that all you have to do in this. So you can get this piece of code called call duck from your image sprite, which is your image sprite which has the duck, I mean the witch picture or the picture you have set. Make this, you see this piece of code which I currently have. And then call duck move to x and y. If you're wondering why my image sprite is called duck, that is because in the first I was just using a duck for a picture. After that I made my picture into a witch. So make a call duck move to, then image sprite of component, image sprite y of component, that you will find in any components in the last extreme launch. So if you click on it, on the plus, you'll get some any canvas, any clock. Go to any image sprite and then go down image sprite. Yeah, this is image sprite x of component and image sprite y of component. Just drag and put it over here. Then click on this. I mean, just move your mouse on this and take this piece of code. Now I'll show you the piece of code that is called when you touch the witch. So first of all, when you touch the witch, you have to increase your score. So for that you have to bring this code. The text, I mean the label or the text box or whatever you have used to store, to show the score, take that and then take this set value, set your text box dot text to 2 and then just bring it over here. Then this is a maths code. So you have to bring it from the maths. This piece of code, bring it and put it over here. So then put value1 dot text, which you will get in the same place where you got this code. Just go down and right above where you got this code, just above that you'll see this. Just drag and drop it and put it in the first space right here. And then in maths you have to bring a number which is at extremely the first and then drag it here and make it 1. Then put a if code this, and then you have to click on this setting button in which you'll get else, drag it into here and it will become this. Then I just delete this. Then you have to put another math code, but not the plus, these, in which you can change it may be equal, but you can change the Hello friends, sorry for the interruption, my recording suddenly stopped. So as I was saying, you have to take the mat equal to block, put it over here and make the sign as smaller than, greater than. Put the, as you see, this is for your score. Just take this exact same code from your misses, the in which you missed the which. So just take it and place it over here and put a piece of code which is called 0. The exact same code you put over here, and then bring another code. This code you brought from your score, put another code from your miss. This whole same code, put it over here, except that you have to put a minus sign, and inside that these, and then put a else. In the else, put the same text, the same exact same code, put it here, and just bring this code over here. Then if you have the sound, make call sound. If you have the buzzer, a buzzer is when it shakes your phone. If you want it, you can bring it. So if you have it, just make call buzzer, vibrate milliseconds, and just enter the the time you want it to vibrate. Then put this call move duck as I showed over here, this, and then a call speed duck. You have to make another procedure with speed duck as its name, and then when speed duck comes, just put it over here. If you have a sound, go to that sound. Where did my sound go? Yeah, here, and play. Then now I'll show you the code of when you fail to miss the witch. So bring a if then code as I showed you from control, and then bring from logic a piece of code called not. Drag and drop it in the if code, and then bring a equal to block from the maths. Go to variables, make get this. Not go to variables. Now where did it go? My god, there's so much piece of code, I can't even remember where it went. So I can't really find out where it went. I'll just leave this for later. Now, as I showed you, there was a piece of code called speed duck. In that procedure, you have to put an if then code. In the if then code, you have to drag 3 else ifs, and then from the logic, bring a and block and put it over here. Then in the equal to block, bring a smaller than and or equal to block and put it over here, and in the other space of the and, take a logic block, take a maths block of equals to and make it smaller than, only smaller than, put value1.text into here. I showed you where it was, and put the value as 10, and then set the clock dot time interval, that is your clock if you want to have one. This is only if you want to have some pace, some challenge. For example, when the score is more than 5, it will the clock, I mean the duck or the witch will start moving faster. If you don't, just skip this part. Now I'll be just showing you, in a minute I'll be showing you what this means. So in the else if code, you put the exact same code, and 10 in the value, just put 10 and 15 again, and the timer interval to even a lesser number. Again put the same code with the higher values 15 and 20 or whatever you want to put, and then timer interval to 6, a smaller number, and then put the last code no and put it to the maximum number, to put it to a number you want, and then set the timer interval to smallest number. So that is some of the code now that I've showed you. Now in little time, in the next video, I'll be showing you the rest of the code. See you next time.